Hey guys, Anthony Fontana here. Just wanted to touch base tonight real quick. Going to probably jump onto another show later with MJ called The Mayans, which is, I guess, a spinoff of Sons of Anarchy. We finished watching it last night. The show was unbelievable. If you haven't watched it, you please do. I won't tell you how it ended, but it blew all minds. One thing I noted about the entire 7 seasons, there's really not a lot of successful people in this show. Every decision that they made was usually based on bad information or bad intel or just madness. It was just crazy to watch all this. And a lot of our lives kind of flow the same way. Maybe not to that extent, but what's the difference between very successful people and unsuccessful people? Years ago, I think it was 2006 and 2007. I had the pleasure of meeting John Paul DeJoria. You may know him as the guy that founded Paul Mitchell hair care products, and even more important, Patron tequila. He just sold a company, I don't know, for a couple of $1 billion, but he founded Patron. John Paul's philosophy was very simple. Successful people will, hi Amber, successful people will always do what unsuccessful people basically don't want to do. So I kind of been doing some reading about this lately, and I jotted down some points here. I'm going to go over them. 7 different things that successful people actually do that unsuccessful people will not touch. It's just the nature of personality, and you get to decide whether you're going to be a success or not. And success is a journey; it's not a destination. Amber is on the call right now. Amber, I appreciate you watching. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Carol. Amber has a child in volleyball. Amber, you're probably listening to this. Amazing, amazing sport. I love the sport, and I always like watching the games because these are very successful kids. They're determined, they're going to win, and they win. They just know what their outcomes are. So I appreciate you stepping in on the call. Hi, Tina. How are you? Aren't you supposed to be at a ball game right now? What are you doing on Facebook? Anyway, hi guys. How's everybody doing? I'm just going to read this to you. Successful people want other people to succeed. Now think about that. Unsuccessful people usually want people to fail. We all know them. You're trying to do something a little bit different, trying to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're starting a business, and what does the crabs in the barrel do? They pull you all back down. They don't want you to succeed because then you're going to be out of their station in life and maybe moving on with a different group of friends. Well, maybe you need to think about getting a different circle of friends if you have friends that think like that, because I don't want to be around negativity. I don't want to be around negative people that have that loser mindset. How about you? Second thing successful people do, this is important, they embrace change. Unsuccessful people hate change. It scares them to have change. They don't like it. They don't want it. They shy away from it. If they're locked into a job, they tend to stay in a job or in that particular niche for years and years, sometimes decades. The 40-year plan has never worked for this boy, and I don't think it should work for anybody, unless that's what you want to do. You can always have a successful job, but if you're in a situation where you don't want to be, and you want to move forward and move on out, well, you got to look at doing things differently. You have to be willing to accept change. And if you're unsuccessful, you're not going to want any change at all. You want everything to stay the way it is right now. Hi, Catherine. How are you? Helen, my girl. How are you? Helen Russo. How are you, Russo? What's going on, girl? Successful people talk about ideas. Well, unsuccessful people talk about people. We all know them, right? They don't talk about ideas. They don't care about anything new going on around them. They're focused on other people, what other people are doing, the gossip mill, all that crap. If you're around me, you start talking crap, I'm going to walk you over to a garbage pail. I'm going to tell you, put your stuff in that pail because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know about it. It's just my nature. I don't want you dragging me down. Too many people plug in and they can drain you. And negative people, unsuccessful people tend to be negative, and they will drain your battery really, really fast. Successful people take responsibility for their failures, but you know what? Unsuccessful people blame everybody else. It's always the guy down the block, the weather, my boss sucks, my wife's a pain in the neck, my husband's an idiot. That's the way they think because they cannot take responsibility for the things that go on in their own lives that are just not going the way they want them to go. And they say everyone else is at fault. The fingers are always going that way, but when you're pointing your finger, 3 are always pointing back at you. Remember that. Number 4, they take responsibility for their failures. I'm in charge of my success. Someone that's, not successful, they don't really care. You know, they don't really care. It's not their problem. They're always learning new things. Number 5, you know, unsuccessful people think they know it all. You know, I don't know about you. I love books. I'm always reading. I got NLP over here. I got Dyer over there. There's at least 14 books here right now. Permission Marketing with Seth Godin, Split Second Choice, Og Mandino, The Greatest, A Better Way to Live, the author of The Greatest Salesman. You know, they're everywhere. I mean, I drive MJ nuts because I got books all over the house, and they're everywhere. I love to read. I also love to listen to podcasts. I love listening to other people talk, successful talk. I absorb it. In my car, I'm a drummer. A lot of you may not know that. I started playing drums when I was only 6. I love it. But you know what? When I'm in the car, I don't listen to music. I'm listening to positive motivation, positive mental attitude CDs and talks like that. I'll have Robbins on. I'll have Bob Proctor on. I feel very strongly about the program that goes in is going to give me a better result. So I'm going to be basically learning constantly. And if you're not learning right now, if you think you know everything, you don't. You don't know anything, to be real honest with you. I'm going to be tough there. Just successful people really want to expand their minds. They want ideas. They want to do more. Successful people give compliments. You know, unfortunately, unsuccessful people just criticize. They criticize, condemn, and complain. And we all know people that do that, right? You know, I hope I'm not speaking to any of you, because if you're on my friends list, this doesn't apply to any of you, right? But you know, they're very grateful for things that are going on in their life. That a successful person, they live a life of gratitude. They understand that, you know, things can change in an instant, and they're aware that they're blessed. They may have a tremendous talent, but they're still usually very humble. Unsuccessful people are usually very cocky. You can't even get a word in edgewise with some people, and it just drives me nuts because they're not open-minded to anything. They look at everything as black and white, and it's just not true. There's a lot of gray in life, and they fail to understand that, which is disturbing to say the least. But that's the way they live. It's not the way I live, and it's not the way any of you are going to live. Last thing, that, you know, they forgive others. They forgive others. Successful people are very forgiving. Unsuccessful people hold tremendous grudges. They will hold grudges for decades. Does anybody in your family do that? I know I can speak, you know, to some of my own over the years where they just have a grudge and they just don't let it go, and that's okay. You know, holding a grudge is poison. You know, and if you feel forgiveness for people that have hurt you and wronged you, it's kind of a relief. At least it is for me. You know, I've been hurt in my life. I've had a lot of people let me down. A lot of people walk away. It is what it is. You know, at that moment, it wasn't feeling really, really nice. You know, but I look back on everything as a learning experience. It gave me a chance to grow. And wherever they are right now, God bless them. I wish them well, and I wish them the best, because that's just the way it's supposed to be. I feel strongly about these things. So if you want to jot this stuff down, watch this again, share it, inbox me. I can probably type it up and send it over to you. I don't know. And by the way, yesterday, I sent out a whole bunch of those morning power questions. I think if anyone still wants that, if you go back to yesterday's video and you want it, take it. So share this. I appreciate you stepping. Hi, Lauren. You're supposed to call me tomorrow. Hi, Rich. What's going on, buddy? I just want you to know I'm here for you guys. We love you. We have a tremendous respect for everyone. All of you are working so hard. You're out there, and I appreciate you listening to this stuff. And I welcome you into my world. So that's it for tonight. God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Be well.